Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is a new episode of the Right Info Podcast Show with your host, Kenny Twan, speaking on this nice and cool Sunday afternoon in downtown Chicago. Just sitting here near the Mag Mile. Not having anything to drink right now. I'll probably get something before I start lunch. But today I'd like to talk about today's topic on this podcast show, dealing with investments, the sunk cost effect. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's hard to disagree that investments are a challenging process that requires special attention, careful consideration, readiness to risk, and thorough analysis of the situation and its circumstances. Now, when talking about projects, whatever project you're doing, some people are certain of their future success and are ready to install or invest their money into implementations. I apologize for the sounds behind me, ladies and gentlemen. I am doing this podcast outdoors. You'll be hearing horns honking, people talking, kids running around, doing whatever, playing, kicking, screaming, or just having a good time because next week school starts. Why school starts so soon, I don't know, but hey, it's not my decision. It's the city's. So here we go. Back to the topic. Now, unfortunately, sometimes the results are negative as far as investments are concerned. And one mistake that can lead them to investors' irrational attention is the sunk cost during decision making. Now, to begin with, it's essential to notice that both researchers and experimenters of the sunk cost effect test undergraduate business students to explore the functioning relationship between the decision to continue investing in whatever you're doing in a research and development project and the sunk cost. Students were divided into three groups. I apologize once again, that's the honking of a horn, so bear with me while I deliver this podcast with the noise in the background. Now back to what I was saying. Students were divided in three groups and provided with the project scenario. Based on previous investments, they have decided to continue to invest the rest of the budget into a project. The people who are doing the project, of course, who's conducting it. The first group revealed a significant and strong effect of sunk costs. As sunk costs increased, students reported a high likelihood of authorizing all remaining money into the project. The second group, in which the students decided to invest the next $1 million, also revealed a severe relationship with sunk costs. Now finally, this last group didn't show any dependence on sunk costs at all. Like I said, once again, please excuse the noise. There's somebody hammering in the back, either the construction or whatever it is. According to the research blog, I explored the effects of cost investments of time and money. Now, while the sunk cost effect is not related to past investments of time, it appears when it comes to mandatory investments. People account for time and money differently, which affects their choices and decision making. Therefore, in order to make investments behave rationally when deciding on a project, it's essential to educate people about the economic value of time. Time is very important. Nobody likes to waste time, and when people have time to do something, they do everything in their power to make sure that the time that's used is being useful, especially when it comes to economic matters and such, and investing money in something that's going to work, or don't waste your time at all. So, my advice is, if you're going to invest in something, make sure it's something worth investing in, something that's going to bring in a nice little profit. You don't want to invest in something that's not going to bring in nothing or half of it. You want the whole thing, the entire caboodle, the whole kit and caboodle. Everything that you're putting your money in, you want that investment to be worth it. Yes, there is a sunk cost, Something that's going to cost might hurt that person. So what you want to do, excuse the motorcycle in the background, somebody being rude or whatever, but I can't help it. I'm sitting outside. As I was saying again, when it comes to sunk costs, if you're going to invest in something, do your research very thoroughly, because whatever the cost of whatever you're investing in, it could go down. So watch it very, very carefully, ladies and gentlemen. If you're going to carry out something that's going to bring in a nice little buck, or even it's a little bit of money, it's going to help you out. That little money, whatever comes in from the investment that you're making, it'll help you out. be careful when it comes to investing. Invest more, invest a little, or invest in whatever you want or can. And, who knows, sooner down the line, it'll pay off. The money will come rolling in time. It's not going to be a big deal or a big rush, but it will roll in time. Economic times can be hard. So when you're doing investing during hard times, be very, very careful. You don't want to make any mistakes down the line, or you don't want any mistakes coming to you toward, further hand. And with that being said, this was just being a short little podcast of the sunk cost effect and the effect it has on people's money and investments, and what you can do to make sure you don't fall into a hole of deep economic failure or certitude or whatever. So I'm very careful myself when it comes to financial affairs. I watch the sunk cost effect myself when I balance things out, and I make sure that I do everything in my power to make sure that I don't falter financially. And like I said, this being said, this is the Right Info Podcast Show with your host King Twan speaking on this nice, cool but windy Sunday in August 2023. And hope everybody's doing good and well, and hope you all have a wonderful week. I know I definitely will, for I have to go to the dentist this week. Ugh, I dread that, this coming Friday. Just to let you all know that, yes, I have to go to the dentist this week, take care of some teeth, probably get extractions, implants, whatever, but most likely get some brand new teeth or whatever. But that's not the issue here. The issue is the sunk cost effects and the topics I'm talking about. So I say goodbye to everyone. You all take care. And another podcast from the Right Info Podcast Show will be coming up pretty soon. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.